Everybody, we are back. 15th Annual Oktoberfest Northwest, presented by Evergreen Eye Center, and you're at the Munich Festival stage, brought to you by Xfinity. Coming up right now, everybody, in case you've missed them before, this is a really special treat. I think you're really going to enjoy them. A dance troupe dedicated to promoting Bavarian folk dancing culture and costumes. Please give a huge round of applause for the Enzi and Schuplattler Dancers!
Thank you very much. To start out the set, we're actually not going to dance. This is called Groselschnauzen or Groselschneuzen, depending on where you're from. It dates back from when the teams of horses were used to bring goods to market or to all the outlying little towns. And each driver had his own particular rhythm, and you'd know from a long ways off, because it was a lot quieter then, who was coming to town, so you could get out to buy his goods if you needed that sort of thing. Today this is just done by groups who specialize in this and do very fancy stuff, and groups like ours that just do it for fun. It's done to music, and it's said to drive off evil spirits, so we'll expect to see those on the run. This is a little Groselschnauzen for you. Thank you very much. A little bit of trivia for you. The cracking of the whip is one of the first man-made sonic booms ever. As soon as the group gets all reassembled here, we'll bring them back on to do a Schuhplattler dance for you. Schuhplattler, of course, is the shoe-slapping dance where the men hit their shoes in lederhosen to make noise in time to the music and hopefully impress their partners. Most of these dances are regional in nature. This one comes from the region around the Wendelstein, a little mountain in the south of Bavaria. This is going to be the Wendelsteiner Schuhplattler. Thank you very much. Up next, we have a wonderful Ländler dance. This one comes from the little town of Freiburg. Now, it turns out that Freiburg is not a very profitable place to be a musician. The dancers are going to be singing. We'll have a couple people on the mic so that you can actually hear what they're actually singing out there on the floor. And in the first verse, they're talking about how if the musicians will play for them, they'll get something. Well, naturally you'd assume it's money, if you're a musician anyway. But no, it's pears, but only if they're in season. By the second verse, they're angry with the musicians and they want their money back. But by the third verse, we've gone around to the universal topic of beer and how we aren't going home till they kick us out. The beautiful Freiburger Ländler.
Musikanten stolz auf, es wird schon was wird. Es Obst am Mahlzeit, die ist scheinbar einführen. Musikanten ist unzwierbar, gibt's nochmal kein wieder, der mit Tiere und macht mit Beton. Frische Moos, die Hoden von, an weißen Halt immer nicht um, bis uns aus sich schmeißen.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have the beautiful Sterntanz. You didn't know you were going to be getting a lesson in German today. A Stern is a star. Tanz, of course, is very similar to the English word for dance. So this is a dance that they'll be making all kinds of different wonderful star patterns with these, what we call them Spitze in German, that the points, those will all turn into points of the stars when they form the different figures. The beautiful Sterntanz, or star dance. Thank you very much. In just a moment, we'll bring our men out to do the Ambos polka. Now, the Ambos is a blacksmith's anvil, and some of the movement in this dance comes from the motion of the blacksmith pounding iron on his anvil. This is a Schutzbutler dance, and as some of these men's dances do, it will probably break down into shows of strength in the center with a little bit of Bavarian finger hopper, where you're trying to pull your opponent over a line or off balance with only linking one finger. The wonderful Ambos polka. Thank you very much. Up next, we have a wonderful dance from the Black Forest. Now, while the Black Forest isn't actually in Bavaria, this is what the fellow who taught us this dance, who's from that region, told us was as close as they get to Schutzbutler in the Black Forest. Now, there's a story that goes along with this dance, and that is in the mid-19th century when couples started dancing facing each other in a closed dance position for the first time. The religious authorities got very upset in this region, and they petitioned the secular government to put a stop to dancing. The secular government didn't find anything wrong with dancing, so dancing went on. However, in this dance, you'll see a little editorial comment to those who tried to put a stop to it. This is Oberog from the Black Forest. Thank you very much. We have one more dance in the set of dances before we turn you over to the music makers and their wonderful music. And while they're doing that, actually, we have another children's maypole to do down at the kids area. So any of you who have little ones along who would like to wrap up a pole with the wonderful ribbons, please come and do this maypole dance with us. This last dance is a beautiful Ländler dance. It's one of the many dances with Steiermark in its name, but this is a part of Steiermark that is no longer in Steiermark. That's Untersteiermark, which is now modern-day Slovenia. So we'll find out how they do the Ländler dance there in Slovenia. But the Untersteirer Ländler. Thank you very much. On behalf of the NC Traveler, we hope you enjoy these dances as much as we enjoy bringing them to you here at the wonderful Oktoberfest Northwest. If you have any questions about our costume, what we do, maybe if you'd like to try this out for yourself someday, please come talk to us. We're all friendly folks. And don't forget the Kids May Poll coming up in just a few minutes down at the other end of the building.
Please help us thank our wonderful musicians, Chris Barnes on the button box and Mickey Von Keppel on baritone.
One more round of applause, please, for the NZN Shoe Toddler dancers. We'll be back up in just a couple minutes here, everybody, at the 15th Annual Oktoberfest Northwest, presented by Evergreen Eye Center. Coming up next, Z Music Makers. You do not want to miss them. That's going to start in just a couple minutes. But also, as you heard just a moment ago, the Maypole Dance for Kids is going to be at 2:15, so be sure to check out the Maypole Dance. And as you heard me mention earlier, please don't drink and drive. We want you to get home safely. Ride smart with Lyft and receive 20% off your ride. Check your wristband.